My friends, we're going to talk about ways that you're pimping yourself out this morning. So stick around. It's about to get good in here. This isn't a fun topic, but it's so important to you and the growth of your business and ultimately your vision for your life. My name is Heather Quisel. I help women in relationship-driven businesses to get the confidence, the focus, and the mindset game to level up their business and level up their life. My friend, most likely you could be pimping yourself out unbeknownst to you, and it is a silent killer in business. So if you are in business, if you are working on a project, if you are working on a big goal, I'm going to give you some nuggets today to help you really avoid this silent killer, okay? So what we're talking about this morning is praise addiction. Praise addiction. And that is that constant seeking praise from other people, constantly seeking affirmations. You're doing such a great job. You're so good at this. Look at how well you've done this, done that. Constantly seeking that feeling of acceptance by other people. And when you're constantly seeking praise, right? You're constantly seeking praise. What happens when you don't get it? Right? What happens when you don't get it? You start to feel irritable. You start to feel angry, bitter, frustrated. You start placing blame on other people. So this praise addiction, my friends, it leads to a cost. There's a cost. So if you find yourself interacting with people, saying yes to too many things because you want the attention of all you do for other people, if you find yourself purchasing things to please people that you don't even like, right? To be accepted into their club, into their culture, and whatever that looks like, I want you to really think about how it's affecting your business. Now, I've been in business for the last 8 years. I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs, and I've also too found myself being an appraised seeker, okay? I can specifically remember a time in my business when I was meeting weekly with my business coach, who I wildly admired, and I had a great ally, if you will, a friend in business whose opinion and whose thoughts I really valued. Have you ever felt that way? Like, right? We all have these people whose opinions and opinions of us really matter. My husband also is one of them. And I would go to my coach and he would say, look, this is what I think you should do. You should do X, Y, and Z. And I'd say, yeah. And of course I want to make him happy, right? I'm coachable. And so I would immediately adopt his philosophy. Then I would come home and I would share the same struggles, hurdles, and opinions of my mentor with my husband. But my husband would have a completely different view of what he thought I should do. And of course, I could easily adopt his view because I wildly need his approval and I value his opinion. And same thing with any best friends or women who have been just great board of directors in my life, same thing. And I found myself as an early business owner in the struggle of, but I really like what my business coach thinks I should do. And of course I want to make him happy. But then my husband has this other view and I really like this and I want to make him happy. And then my friend and all these things. And I remember a point going, I got to step back for a minute. What do I want? What feels right to me? And this, my friends, is what I want you to be asking yourself, because opinions are a dime a dozen. And if we are constantly seeking approval of others, that means our self-worth becomes based on what other people think. And that is never a good thing. So when it comes to your business, here's how this shows up. When it comes in your business, if you're a people pleaser, if you're pimping yourself out to get high opinions and accolades from other people, then you are avoiding criticism, my friend. And let me tell you something, that when you are avoiding criticism, that means you stop being coachable, you stop being open-minded, you stop being accountable for doing the things you know you want to do. If you look at high achievers in our life, do you think that everybody is agreeing with them? Look at Steve Jobs. The guy gets criticism all the time. You guys wouldn't believe the kind of criticism that I get behind the scenes based on what I say, what I do, what I'm offering, what I don't do. Criticism is out there. But if you are constantly seeking to make other people happy, it makes it very challenging for you to actually move forward in your business. We can't avoid criticism. If you're putting yourself out there, if you've got a voice, if you're standing up for something that you believe in and you believe to be true, I promise you somebody's going to have something negative to say about it. You can't avoid it. And if you are avoiding it, then business is not going to go where you want it to go. Does this make sense? Like hands in the air if you're like, yes, I get this 100%. Now here's the other problem that happens in your business when you are pimping yourself out for praise, for acceptance, for affirmations. The other thing that happens is you avoid rejection. And in business, when you are seeking to avoid rejection, that means you stop asking for the sale, you stop negotiating. Guys, these are key components of any business. You cannot thrive in business without being strong in sales, strong at negotiations, right? Strong at showing up. But if you're avoiding rejection, boom, what are we doing? Business does not move without sales at the end of the day. Whether you like the idea that you're in sales or not, you're in business. You're working to create sales. And so this is how this praise addiction is negatively impacting your business. So what do we do about it? Well, just like I told you, I had to literally pull over one day and say, all right, I've got all of these opinions of what I should do in this scenario. I value all of these opinions and all of these people, but what do I want to do? What feels right to me? That is the number one question you should always be asking yourself. What feels right to me? Because you are probably saying yes to far too many things, which means that means you are saying no to yourself more often than you should. The other thing is you got to figure you out. What makes you tick? What's important to you? What are your values, your priorities, your long-term vision? And you've got to weigh all of these opinions against who you are, what you want, and where you're ultimately going. Now, my friends, a lot of times you don't start out knowing who the heck you are. Trust me, I get it. This is a journey. Like this video and these nuggets I'm sharing with you, this isn't I'll implement this, I'll figure out myself today and boom, I'm done pimping myself out for praise. It doesn't work like that. Like this is a journey, getting to know you, your values, and ultimately your priorities and where you're going is a journey in itself. Don't shy away from that. But you've got to get to know you. And the third thing is discover your purpose. Discover your purpose. And again, this is a journey. This is a process. There is no check sheet, my friend, for figuring yourself out, for finding your purpose. There is no check sheet. What it entails is really keying into who you are and what you want, what feels right to you, and staying in that lane. Knowing, yeah, you're going to get some criticism. You're also going to get some people that love you even more because you have stood in your own greatness. This is key, my friend. So let go of this addiction to praise and the opinions of what other people think. Your path and ultimately your message and the way that you are going to show up and wildly impact the world is doing your own thing. So stay tight, find out who you are, discover that purpose, my friend. That's the most important thing, all right? Can you do that for me? Mwah. I love you guys dearly. I hope this has been helpful to you. And when it comes to praise addiction, especially if you're a woman, like this is a thing, right? We get this. If you know somebody that this video would help, somebody that would really love this message, please tag them below, share it out, and let's help people overcome this process of being addicted to the opinions of others. Let's help businesses move forward. Let's help women and men in business just stand in who they are and their true beliefs, figure out who they are and discover that passion and just boom, this is the kind of world I want to live in. How about you? All right, hotshots. Mwah. Have a great one.